With Marc, we won our first 24-hour together back in 2003. So you can imagine it's some years ago. And Porsche was always for us a big family. So for sure, when we speak about Beloff, X, Stuck and so on, we were always impressed by this guy. And I have to say, it was always our dream, first of all, to win Le Mans with Porsche. Because for sure, Le Mans and Porsche is a big story. We all know about that. And yeah, this championship after came on top of everything, and it was just the end of this success year.
Now, Le Mans. I want to go through the emotions. I've watched some amazing footage of you guys, the elation you felt at the end there. Neel, just talk us through what happened at the end there, and just the crazy last 5 minutes, really.
Well, I think Le Mans showed again that you can't win Le Mans. Le Mans lets you win. We saw that this year. It was a crazy race for us. We were up front, then second, first, second, and it wasn't quite sure where we're going to finish because it was just so tight with the Toyotas. After 24 hours of racing, we were within 30 seconds the first three. Yeah, and then 10 minutes before the end, I had a slow puncture, so I thought, okay, that's it. And I guess those two guys in the pits, the same thought. We were all, okay, that race is gone now. But just when I left the pits, the call came that the Toyota got slower, and I thought, like, well, maybe it is our lucky day still. And yeah, the car broke down. I saw it standing on the start-finish, went by, and I said, well, we're leading the most important lap, and that's the last lap, so we're going to definitely take that.
It's a crazy, crazy race, isn't it? And Romain, being French, did it just standing on top of the podium there, winning Le Mans?
Well, yeah, I mean, when you are French and winning Le Mans, it was my second time for me, but it's still something exceptional. It's Le Mans again. I mean, we all know about that, but we prepare this year nearly 11 months before the race. We just think about that. You just are focused on this. You know that it's an Olympic game each year on the same weekend, on the 24th weekend of the year. And you know that it's a race you need to perform and you need to win. So a lot of pressure. And I can tell you, when you are even more French and on top of the podium, you know it's a big luck and a big chance to have this chance in your life. That's clear.
Marc, just even a tiny bit of you felt sorry for the guys at Toyota?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we have a really good relationship. I think that's really the spirit of the endurance racing, that you have a chat with all the guys in the paddock, and you know them for a long time, and you know exactly how much pain they went through over the last 24 hours, but also in all the preparation and all the amount of work they've put in. And it's just sad to see them, crying and having it so close and so, just also deserved for them. I think this race was really, really tricky because it had two deserved winners, and we weren't lucky. I mean, we were lucky at the end, but it was a great race between us. We were battling very hard through the night, and with lots of overtaking, lots of strategy stuff calls, and it was just an amazing battle. And of course, when you see them in the garage, it's very painful. And we had a fantastic atmosphere after the race as well, when our bosses, when Dr. Wolfgang Porsche went to the Toyota box, and you could see that the respect to each other is fantastic, and it's great, and that was good to see. Also with the drivers afterwards, we had for sure some talks and discussions about it, and it's all good.
I wanted to ask you about the chemistry between you guys, because endurance racing is just so different. I mean, the cars are fantastic and very fast, but so different to F1, isn't it? And you guys have very different backgrounds, GT, Enduro, Formula One. Do you think those different backgrounds are what made you the team that you were in 2016? Who wants to answer that?
Well, I can also.
Go on, Marc.
I can also do that. I think it's a strength that we are I think three different characters, completely different how we how we approach our normal life. But working together, it worked quite well. We have the last 3 years have been very successful, and it's just funny how different you can be off the track, but how good you can work together on track.
And of course, it is all changed next year in the car, and Neel, what will you miss about these two guys?
Well, a lot. You know, in the end, I've had my best season ever in my career, winning Le Mans and winning the World Championship. So that's something I will never forget. That is the first thing I would say. The success can't get any better in 1 year. But yeah, for sure, Marc was the guy who taught us to be on time. I mean, I'm from Switzerland, we're on time, but he's 5 minutes early, so that we are safe. That's what we learned from Marc, and I would say from Romain. I clearly learned to also sometimes look at things a little bit easier and relax a little, and because I was mostly in between of the two. And yeah, as Marc said, you know, we complemented each other quite well. So yeah, it'll be a new chapter in my life, definitely next year.
And we can't talk about this championship success, Romain, without mentioning the car. Just talk us through just the strengths and what a joy it must have been to race and drive the 919 hybrid.
Clearly, I mean, the strength of our car this year was, like Marc said, the reliability. Why is that? Because it was the third year with the same chassis, same concept. And at the end of the day, it was clear that this year we had our best chance for Le Mans, because Audi and Toyota had a completely new car. And for us, with all the experience we had with this car, we knew that we should be normally with the race without any trouble. At the end, I think a car like that anyway now, LMP1 are just, you know, Formula 1 with a roof, as we said. The car are so quick, so fast. I mean, you all know about that. But in terms of technique, with all this hybrid and so on, it's very complex. You need a lot of engineer on the background for sure. To drive, it's also not so easy at the start, because you have to understand or try to understand all the system. And we can say even after 3 years with the same car, we still have to learn, and each race you're still learning a lot about all the system.
Okay, and Neel, it's change as well, not just in your car, but no Audi next year. How will that change the competition at the front?
Yeah, it's obviously sad that Audi left. Now it's just Toyota and us. Hopefully someone coming soon. There's for sure several in talks, but for us, I think this year was the most competitive season we've ever had in WEC. And you know, Audi won races, Toyota won races, we've won races. And next year, if it's just let's say only Toyota or us who can win it, it will make the championship more difficult if you're not on pace every weekend, because yeah, you just need to be up there with so little people who can win. So yeah, it will definitely change a little bit how you have to approach races.
Okay, well guys, any questions from the floor for our champions up on the stage? Jonathan Noble?
To Marc and Romain, any confirmation on what you're doing next season?
Yeah, I mean, clearly from my side, I'm done with my professional racing career, as you could read in the press release. And at the moment, there's no more status from my situation. I will be working for Porsche next year. I will have a job in the office. That's clear. Definitely will do some racing. You know, you can't get rid completely of the drug of motorsport. It's just too addictive. So I will do some more races, but really a little, and will focus on my daily job and start a new chapter in my life with Porsche.
Well, for me, I will be not like Marc and not have a daily job for sure. But no, first of all, I will continue with Porsche. That's already clear. In terms of what we will do is cannot be announced so far. We have some idea, and it was again some talk yesterday. And yeah, I will start already in Paris-Dakar in January. So I will be busy, no doubt, and yeah, we'll come soon.
Okay, any more from the floor? Otherwise, I think it just leaves me to say, guys, thank you very much for your time. Great to speak to you. Ladies and gentlemen, our WEC champions. Thank you.
Thank you.